Spoilers for Cobra Kai season 3, guys. As you guys already know, if you've probably seen my review, I love Cobra Kai season 3. I'm just going to be talking about something that I think might be an obvious prediction and some other predictions that I have, and just general thoughts about what I want to see in season 4, right? So first, there's an obvious kind of tell that the writers are trying to do. Terry Silva's coming. Absolutely. Kreese is cool. It's my microphone. Kreese is cool. And the way they coupled that with the flashback scene of the dude, one of the dudes in the cell was like, bro, anything you need, I'm there for you. I'm there for you. When he was in the prison of war camp. That, of course, was a young Terry Silva. And as we know, if you've seen Karate Kid season 3, he and Kreese were boys, old friends. And I'm excited to see where that goes. And that's an obvious thing that they're clearly good going for season 4. As an ally for Kreese to help him make Cobra Kai strong. But I actually think there's something else that's coming that people might not see as much compared to a Terry Silva appearance. Mike Barnes. Think about it. Terry Silva in Karate Kid 3, he represents that pure savage era of the Cobra Kai dojo. And we know that because Johnny Lawrence wasn't in that movie. Now we know, especially from Cobra Kai, that there's more to Johnny than what he's been taught from Cobra Kai. He's a savage as a fighter, but he isn't a ruthless person like a Kreese is, like a Terry Silva is by association. But someone we can associate with that pure ruthless savagery is Mike Barnes and Terry Silva, right? Mike Barnes was a student of Cobra Kai, the top student during that era, Terry Silva, Kreese era in Karate Kid 3. So he is definitely coming. And also, we saw the way they used that stuntman for Kreese in the final fight. You need a couple younger guns, even though obviously Ralph Macchio as Danny LaRusso and William Zabka, they're middle age, but they move great for the age. So you need a couple young guns, not just the old heads. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing more wonky fights where stunt people are coming and it's obvious, but obviously the show's over the top. So you can argue that's what they're going for a little bit, and it wasn't too terrible in my opinion the way they placed the stuntman. But that will put me off if I see Terry Silva in season 4 and they keep using that stuntman. Now, to talk about some things that I want, something that I want as far as team ups go, Hilary Swank. She needs to come. The next Karate Kid. She was in that movie. For people who don't know, there's another Karate Kid franchise movie that's part of the same universe. Hilary Swank was taught by Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita, and it came out, I believe, in like the mid-90s or early 90s. I think because they referenced Daniel in the movie, I think at this point in Daniel's history, he either went off to university or he moved somewhere. I don't know. He was at like a certain point in his life. But Mr. Miyagi references him, or Daniel's son, and this, and he trains this other girl as well that to learn karate, the ways of kata, whichever. I bet you, here's how I think they're gonna do it. I bet you when she appears, it's gonna be because they have her and Daniel have a relationship that goes back to maybe when Mr. Miyagi died originally, and she will be someone that maybe they met through like a funeral or like a dedication to Mr. Miyagi, and then they kept in contact since, because Daniel just seems like that kind of person, in my opinion, that would want to connect with another person who knew of Miyagi. I want her to help, and I see Hilary Swank helping as well. Elizabeth Shue coming back as Ali. We know how big she's gotten because of the boys right now. And I say outside of the Karate Kid franchise, with the obvious like famous people being Ralph Macchio and William Zabka the most as Johnny and Daniel LaRusso, I I say the most famous person to come out of that franchise in canon, Hilary Swank. Even though she came from a spin-off movie, she's been in great movies since then, Million Dollar Baby, so on. But she seems like the generation of actress who it probably wouldn't phase her too much to come back to a show like Cobra Kai. She sees the passion, she sees that is written and created by fans. The people behind the show love this show. To me, even more than John Favreau and Dave Filoni love Star Wars in The Mandalorian. But I guess that's more to do with the baggage of Star Wars. That's why Cobra Kai just feels that much more epic, because it never felt like it fell off where it did divide fans with Star Wars until Mandalorian. But I feel like, my point being, Hilary Swank, I feel, would be willing to come back. And I think this could happen. She could be one of the, like, an extra sensei who can help that team up that Johnny and Daniel have to go against Cobra Kai. I can see it. You guys tell me down below. Apart from that, maybe Chosen can make another appearance. I think they settled the past issues. Everything's in the past. But one thing I wanted to see, a quick tangent, they mentioned Chosen had his own dojo. I wish I saw that and what they did with him and his students, because he seemed another level. He was like a Mortal Kombat character. The way he was moving with Daniel, I love that. And any way they can grab from this lore and give back to the viewers will be great for me, because I'm not even a big fan of Karate Kid. Growing up, it was Back to the Future and Indiana Jones as far as 80s franchises. I like the first movie. I even like the third movie, even though everyone else hates it. I didn't even like part 2. But I remember Chosen from part 2. I could see it happening. I can see this Chosen coming back. Or maybe, him just getting advice from Chosen and him being like a stand-in for the philosophy of Miyagi. You never know, guys. Tell me down below what you guys think. What are your predictions for season 4? Do you think Mike Barnes as well as Terry Silva is going to come back? Do you think they're going to even try with Hilary Swank's character? You think Chosen might make another appearance? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think they're going to do callbacks to in the next season? Tell me down below. Like, subscribe for more. Other than that, I'm off. Salute.